We are here in Disney's Hollywood Studios to check out all of the new food. Now, all of this new food looks incredible, but does it taste incredible? That is what we are here today to find out. So let's go eat. Just last week, a couple of spots added some new food to the menus. And of course, in traditional Disney World fashion, there are so many new sweets. And to my surprise, there are also some new savory dishes. And we are going to be checking them all out. That's right, we are getting every single new food here in Hollywood Studios. And a lot of these foods look really good. Most of the sweets are like Pixar themed. I guess they're going for like a Pixar summer kind of vibe. And then for the first time in a while, we have some new entrees over at Docking Bay 7 in Galaxy's Edge. Of course, that's what I'm most excited to try. Since we are over here on Sunset Boulevard, let's start our day with a stop at Rosie's for an all-new dessert. Here at Rosie's, they have the Lightning McQueen Spare Tire. This is a chocolate cake donut filled with raspberry jam, enrobed in a dark chocolate mousse, coconut glaze, chocolate flakes, and a chocolate coin. I've been in this park for 5 minutes and I'm already perspiring, but so is this donut, so we need to try it out. Now this here looks incredibly rich and chocolatey, that's for sure. It's exactly what I thought it would be. It's a very rich and chocolatey chocolate cake. I want to get a bite with the raspberry jam that they have in the middle. I didn't get any in that first bite. I do love like a raspberry or strawberry jam with a chocolate cake. I think it's a great combo. Really good. That cake is super moist and that berry jam just pairs perfectly with it. I will say I wish there was more because there's literally just like a little enough for like one single bite from each side to actually have that jam. So it really needs more. Maybe they could have like put it underneath on this little gold tray or something so each bite could get that. Because without it, it's literally just a chocolate cake, which is good. If you're looking for a chocolatey dessert, come and get this. But not sure I would ever like get it again just because there's not that much jam in it. But like I said, it's really tasty. Other than all the chocolate overload in this donut, it's also supposed to have a coconut glaze, which I'm not tasting any coconut whatsoever. So I genuinely don't even know if they put whatever the coconut glaze is on this, because like I said, it literally tastes nothing like coconut. So if you don't like coconut and you wanted to try this, but we're worried about it tasting too coconutty, don't worry, there's no coconut taste unless they forgot to put it on mine, which is totally possible because like I said, there is not a trace of coconut in my dessert. The cake is so rich. I definitely need some water with that. In fact, it's so rich, it's kind of giving like Applebee's molten cake without the warm chocolate-filled center, just a cold jam-filled center instead. I enjoy it. And Cars is one of my favorite Disney movies, so I'm happy to see the movie getting some love here in Hollywood Studios. I would like to see it get even more love here in Hollywood Studios, or just at Disney World in general, with a Cars Land. Cars Land over in Disney California Adventure is my favorite themed land anywhere. In any theme park, Cars Land is it. It is so awesome. I'm hoping and praying at D23 in August we get some type of announcement that's letting us know it's coming to Orlando. Wishful thinking. I don't know if that would ever be possible, but I'm holding out hope. While we are still over here on Sunset Boulevard, I wanted to point out another new treat, an annual pass holder exclusive Lightning McQueen ice cream sundae from Hollywood Scoops. It's the exact same donut that we just ate from Rosie's, just served with a scoop of your choice of ice cream on top. That sounds really good. It's only $2 more than the donut that we got, so I'd say it's pretty much worth it. If you're here on a hot day, which is pretty much going to be any time that these snacks are out, you could go over to Hollywood Scoops and get yourself that donut with a scoop of ice cream on top. That sounds pretty good. You do have to be an annual pass holder to get that sundae, so keep that in mind. I think I'm going to pass up on it today since I literally just ate that same exact thing without ice cream a minute ago. So we'll continue along and I'll see what I run into next. Not me walking through the store trying to catch some AC wherever I can. And here's all that new Inside Out 2 merch. Is anyone planning on seeing this movie, or has anyone seen it yet? It's already out, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna see it yet. I haven't seen the original Inside Out yet, so I think I need to see that one before I see Inside Out 2. And I'm not really a fan of like sad movies, so that's probably why I haven't seen it. I hear Inside Out 2 is pretty sad, so I'm not sure if I'll bring myself to watch it. But a movie I definitely have seen is Toy Story, and there's a brand new Toy Story Alien Pizza Planet popcorn bucket, I hear, here in Hollywood Studios. So we're gonna see if this popcorn stand has it. It's the first popcorn stand I'm coming across today.
Don't worry, it's
We are in luck. It's hard to see, but they do have it back there. I had every intention of purchasing that popcorn bucket right now, but then I realized if I buy it right now, I just started my day, and then I'm gonna have to walk around with it all day, and I hate carrying things when I'm in the parks. I travel and come to the parks very lightly and only bring this bag because I have to with the camera. So not gonna get it right now, but stay tuned till the end of the video. I'm gonna buy the popcorn bucket and we're gonna do a fun little giveaway with it. I haven't even figured out the details of the giveaway just yet, so I'll think about it while I'm going through the park, and make sure you guys stick around to the end of the video to get all the details on how to win it and stuff. All right, we have made our way over to the Backlot Express, where they have another dessert that is themed after one of my other favorite Disney movies. Like I said, it's the summer of Pixar food here in Hollywood Studios. This is the Mike Wazowski Cupcake. It's a vanilla cake filled with raspberry jam, topped with pistachio buttercream and butterscotch chips. I'm sorry guys, I couldn't help myself. I had to Wazowski Mike Wazowski himself. Usually when Disney does cupcakes like this, these themed cupcakes, they're a little bit bigger. And for about $6, I would expect it to be a little bit bigger. $6 for one single cupcake is quite a bit. But I am more than willing to spend $6 if it's a really good cupcake. I know over my favorite cupcake place, DC Cupcakes, Georgetown Cupcakes. I wonder what they are now, but back in the day when I used to go, years and years ago, they were like $4 a cupcake, and everyone thought that was crazy, but hey, they were the best cupcakes ever. I'll gladly spill out $4 for a cupcake if it's good, but $6 for a tiny one, I hope it's good. The thing I'm most intrigued by with this cupcake is that pistachio frosting on top. We'll see how it is. It doesn't really taste like pistachio. It just tastes like a very moist, solid vanilla cupcake with that filling on the inside. It is a raspberry jam on the inside here, so not only are they all in on the Pixar snacks here, they are also all in on the raspberry jam filled snacks, which is good because I do like a fruity kind of dessert, and I was worried how it would pair with that pistachio buttercream, but like I said, it kind of just tastes like a vanilla buttercream. Like I mentioned, the cupcake itself is a pretty solid cupcake. There's also a really good ratio of frosting to jam to cake. I am more of a cake type of person when it comes to like cake and cupcakes. I prefer the cake to the frosting. And a lot of times with Disney and these specialty cupcakes, they just overload it with frosting. And it's like 75% frosting, 25% cake. This has a really good ratio all around. I just don't, it's just a vanilla cupcake though for $6. A vanilla cupcake, it's cute, great design, but probably wouldn't get it again for $6. I could go get a cupcake at Publix that tastes just as good for less. It's not anything special since it doesn't taste like pistachio, unfortunately. We are en route to our next stop, which is going to be at ABC Commissary, and we're passing by Baseline Tap House. And it's got me thinking. You guys know how much I love Baseline Tap House, and something I'd like to see is a seasonal snack, maybe a seasonal type of light bite come to Baseline. It's such a great place to hang out, grab a drink, grab a snack. I love the pretzel, the charcuterie, all that stuff is great, but I'd love to see some kind of like rotating dish, some rotating seasonal dish. I don't know. I think it could use it a lot, and it'd get people coming back, even though they're already coming back and the line's usually out the door, which today, it's actually not. There's like no line, which is crazy, but bring us some seasonal snacks at Baseline. But here we are at ABC Commissary for, you guessed it, another dessert. I have picked up my Incredibles cake, and I'm gonna try and do a little magic and transport it to the Incredibles area of the park so I can get some good videos and photos of it. I hope we make it and it doesn't melt. You want some? I'll share.
He might freeze it more.
I'll share.
Hey.
Oh, look, here's Joy.
Ooh, is that for her?
I didn't bring it for you, but again, I will share.
We'll come back.
Okay, I'll be here. Well, I've shown you guys enough of this Incredibles cake, but I haven't told you what's in it yet. This has a chocolate cake covered with dark chocolate ganache, and it's topped with lemon and strawberry buttercream and strawberry jam. I've cut this cake in half, and it's pretty much looking like the same thing with that Cars donut. It's just looking like a chocolatey dessert. But we've got to get to eating this quickly because I think there's lightning in the area. They just brought all the characters inside. The skies are looking gloomy, so we got to do this quick. I've never seen this before. They're kind of actually even clearing people out of these tables. I thought it was kind of at your own risk, but let's try a bite of this real quick. It's not quite as moist as the donut. It's a little dry, honestly, and I feel like these frosting flavors don't really go with it. Like strawberry lemon with chocolate. doesn't really go too well together. If I wanted a chocolate dessert here in Hollywood and I had to choose between the Cars donut wheel and the Incredibles cake, I'd definitely get the donut. It was just more moist, more chocolatey, more rich, and all around better dessert. I'd probably skip that Incredibles cake. All right, we've got to make our way out of here, but in general, this is a great place to meet some characters in Hollywood studios. They usually have a ton of Pixar characters. I think right now we've got Sully, we've got Mrs. Incredible, Mr. Incredible, Frozone walking around, we've got Joy, and then of course the Edna Mode meet and greet, which is right over there. It's usually not that busy back here either because a lot of people don't know about it, and it's kind of like off the beaten path, so people don't really go back there. They don't know that there's characters back there to meet and stuff, so usually you go back there's not that many people. You could grab a table, grab some shade, and also meet some characters with a really short line. The other day on my channel, we were talking about like dance parties because I went to Epcot to see all the new stuff debuting over there, all of the exciting new stuff, and they have an Encanto dance party. I don't think it really fits, and it's such a huge space that feels really wasted. I feel like back there, they used to have some type of like little dance party. That is the perfect place for it, because it's just like a small space that otherwise is just not being used. I feel like that's the spot for something like that, something smaller that'll just like bring a little bit of a crowd, give people something else to do. Not over in Epcot. We need one back over there. But now it's time to head back to our next and possibly final stop for the day over in Galaxy's Edge. We are walking through Toy Story Land with gray, really cloudy skies. That is so risky. There's absolutely nowhere to take shade, nowhere to take cover in Toy Story Land if it starts raining and pouring while we're walking through. So this is quite the risky move. I hope we make it to Docking Bay 7 before this downpour starts. We have made it safely over to Docking Bay 7, where they have actually 3 new menu items, and we are getting all 3. Let's head inside and check them out. Look at that sky, guys. I just felt a drop. We gotta go. I have picked up all of my food, and one of these dishes doesn't look like the other. I need to show you guys. Okay, so here we have all 3 offerings. Right here, we have the brand new plant-based offering. Look at how colorful this dish is. It's beautiful, beautifully plated. Then we've got this dessert, which again, colorful and beautifully plated. So much attention to detail with both this and this. And then we've got this. This looks horrid. This looks so foul. It looks like it has potential to be one of the worst dishes I have in Disney World in 2024. It looks like it could be on that list. Look at how well done that beef looks. Oh my God, I cannot get over how bad this looks. I'm holding out hope though. I'm gonna give it a fair taste, a fair test. I'm hoping that the looks deceive that dish. And we've got to try this out first. This is the Cupcake beef and sweet tomato salad. It has tender sliced beef, roasted sweet potatoes, and purple potatoes, served on arugula and watercress, topped with spicy yellow ahi cheese sauce and pickled onions. I didn't even know this dish existed. I think it's either brand new or just no one's posted about it, or I've missed it completely. But let's start off by trying what is supposed to be tender beef. Okay, I am eating my words just a little bit because it is more tender than I thought it would be. I thought it would be like just this dry, nasty beef. It's not anything above a boar's head roast beef. I actually think probably boar's head sliced roast beef would be better. There's also a ginormous thing of fat on here, and there are a total of 3 slices of this beef on this salad. For $17, over $17 actually, that is wild. Let's try it now with some of the other ingredients. I've got some arugula, some sweet potato, and some tomato on there. None of this like goes together. Like none of it feels like it should be in the same dish. This is the weirdest salad I've ever seen and ever eaten. There is some type of either vinaigrette or like oil dressing the arugula and watercress down there. The tomatoes feel like they have no place in this dish, and neither do these sweet potatoes. It's just weird to have them like sweet potatoes. They're like thick. They're thick sweet potatoes. I feel like they should be like cubed and diced smaller and roasted, and then it would kind of make sense, but I don't know how you're just gonna give me like this huge sweet potato and just throw it on there and call it a day. This is, what is this? While this definitely doesn't taste as bad as I thought it would, it also doesn't taste good. It tastes like arugula, sweet potatoes, and some beef, some sliced beef. This is just so strange. I don't think I could recommend this. They still have the chicken salad on the menu. I've never actually had the chicken salad from here, but I would imagine it would be better than this. And also, if you're looking for a better salad, they have a quick service Mediterranean salad over at ABC Commissary that is very tasty. And then, of course, over at the Brown Derby, you could get the chopped salad over there. If I was looking for a salad in Hollywood Studios, I would not get this one. On to our next dish, which looks amazing. This is the Felucian falafel and hummus garden spread. It's a plant-based offering with chickpea falafel, roasted beet hummus, and beet tomato cucumber relish, topped with garlic tune sauce and served with a grilled pita. I'm not really quite sure what's different about this dish because I'm pretty positive they used to have some type of plant-based falafel thing on the menu. The thing I'm thinking is different is maybe the roasted beet hummus and like the colorfulness of this dish. I don't know if I've ever seen this dish, that's a tongue twister, quite as colorful. And the rain's coming down. I think we gotta move inside, guys. I literally got like the last table inside. Everyone was inside hiding, and I should have known sooner, but let's build our little bite here. I gotta get some of this beet hummus on this pita and a little bit of this falafel here. I don't know if I've ever had falafel before, actually. This might be a first for me. I can't remember if I have or not. I also want to get some beet on there. I actually really love beets. I wish there was kind of more of this tomato, beet, and cucumber salad because that looks like it's going to be really good. Let's try this out. That's really good. I enjoy the hummus. I want to try some of this falafel on its own here. I like it. It's fried really nicely. It's a little bit dry, but that beet hummus is going to help that dryness there. I really like this dish. I can't believe I've never gotten this before. The falafel itself tastes like it might have some type of like cinnamon or cardamom in it. I really like that hummus. It's like a step above like just a traditional plain old hummus. And I love that they give you this pita bread with it. You could kind of like create your own little bites. Really fun dish. I do wish there were more cucumber, tomato, and beet. It just adds an extra little topping because there really isn't that much here. But overall, this is a beautiful dish. Like this might be more beautiful than some of the dishes that I've gotten at like sit-down signature restaurants. Like the plating here and all the colors just make it so fun. It honestly looks like it should be in Pandora. This looks like an Avatar themed dish, but I will take it here in Galaxy's Edge. I will definitely be getting this again. And for my plant-based friends, this is a great option for you. I've got to imagine that eating plant-based in Hollywood Studios is probably one of the best parks to eat in. I really love that Italian sausage sandwich from Pizza Rizzo. They also have a vegan Ronto wrap, the vegan plant-based tachos, and those are some pretty solid options. All right, our final dessert of the day. This is the Black Spire Mousse. This is a new treat from here at Docking Bay 7. It has a white chocolate Jogan fruit mousse atop a brownie pistachio brittle, served with a blue milk sauce, pineapple cream, and hibiscus sponge, topped with a chocolate Black Spire coin. Although this dessert does look good, it also looks like it's a dome cake in disguise. So we'll see. Hopefully it doesn't taste like that. But upon breaking into it, it seems to be a dome cake in disguise. I was right. Dome cake in disguise for sure. Instead of just the dome shape, it's just in more of like a spiral shape. And instead of being on top of a little slice of cake, it's on top of a pistachio brownie, which I will say, the pistachio brownie itself is actually fantastic. It's nice and fudgy and it's really thin. And the little bites of pistachio in there are fantastic. What I don't like is that mousse on top. The fruit mousse is kind of soury and very, very tart. It almost gives off like a very light cheesecake, but I just can't get behind all of these like light mousse desserts in dome form or semi-dome form that Disney puts out. I want to try this mousse again though. Also, I don't know what a Jogan fruit is. It might just be something in the Star Wars universe that they're making up. Yeah, I could go without ever eating that again. This brownie though. brownie part is great. I am nice and cooled off after a dinner inside of Docking Bay 7. Finally cooled off. The weather's cooled off a bit too, and it's still quite rainy. I'm really hoping some of these popcorn stands are open so I can pick up that bucket. But guys, I can't stop thinking about that beef dish. I don't know if I've seen a worse plated dish in Disney World than that. Granted, it was supposed to have a sauce on it. It was supposed to have some type of aioli, but it was just like a white squeeze on top of each potato. I don't think anything could have saved that dish. They need to rethink that whole thing. But let's go find that bucket. I found it over at Ice Cold Hydraulics, my very own Pizza Planet bucket. Actually, soon to be one of yours. Target acquired. Here we have the Pizza Planet delivery truck popcorn bucket. This debuted over for Pixar Fest in Disneyland, and I'm happy they brought it over here. It's definitely a really cool bucket. I luckily am not much of a collector when it comes to like Disney things. I know a lot of people love like pins, popcorn buckets, magic bands, all those different kind of things. Luckily for my bank account, all I buy at Disney really is food. I'm not into collecting anything. I do have the Figment popcorn bucket, but that's it. So this is going to be for one of you guys to win it. Usually if you purchase it yourself, you can pretty much get it at like every single popcorn stand here in Hollywood. It does come with popcorn, thing of popcorn right in the top there. I gave mine away because I don't need it after eating all that I ate today, so I gave it to someone else who would enjoy it more than me. But usually it comes with popcorn, and I believe this costs around $27 if you wanted to purchase one for yourself. The Pizza Planet truck is going to one lucky person that's watching this video. I know it's a hot ticket item, so one of you guys is gonna get it for completely free. A couple of things you've got to do to enter to win this bucket. Number one, subscribe to me here on YouTube. Please, everyone, make sure you're subscribed. I will be checking. Number two, follow me over on Instagram. My name is the same as it is on here at Right Down Main Street. Number three, super simple. Just comment your favorite Pixar movie down below. Favorite Pixar movie. I'll be scrolling through the comments, picking a commenter at random, making sure you're subscribed to me on YouTube, making sure you follow me on Instagram. And if you are, you might just win this bucket. I'll be choosing a winner on Monday, June 24th. So everyone, make sure you get those comments in. Make sure you're subscribed and following me. I'll comment back to the lucky winner, and I'll have you message me your address and all that stuff on Instagram so I could get this thing shipped to you. These skies on my way out are wild, guys. I'm hearing rumblings of thunder. It's been like this for quite a while. You hear that thunder? And it hasn't really poured yet. There's still sun coming from over here. And then the clouds over here are just crazy. You can hear that thunder, but it hasn't like poured yet. It's still just a little bit drizzly, but that can only mean one thing. The rain is coming soon, and I gotta get out of here before it does. Thank you guys so much for hanging with me in Hollywood Studios today. Hopefully you guys found some new foods that you might wanna check out on your next trip. Make sure you all get those comments in. Again, let me know your favorite Pixar movie in the comments to win that bucket. I can't wait to send it out to one of you guys. Shout out to all of my Patreon subscribers listed right here. You guys are all awesome. And shout out to all of you guys for watching this video. I shall see you guys next time. Bye.